Are you hitting the gym, lifting the things, getting in your sweat sessions, but not getting the results that you expected, or quite frankly, the results that you desire? If you have been putting in work and you feel like my results don't match up with my work, I know that I deserve to be getting much better results than what I'm getting, then stay tuned. This video is for you. I'm going to be pulling back the curtain on exactly how my client was able to lose over 60 pounds and keep it off for over 5 years by ditching her workouts. You heard me right. I know that may come as a surprise, but sometimes your workouts are not only not the problem, it's not that you need to do more, sometimes they are the problem, the thing that's standing in your way, the thing that is preventing you from creating significant and sustainable results. All right, let's jump into it. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Concita Thomas. I'm a food and fitness strategist, and I help women over 40 lose 30 plus pounds and keep it off without diets and without excessive exercise. And yes, sometimes that even means ditching your formal workouts. That's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Not only have I been able to create these types of results for myself, I've helped many other women create these results and sustain these results, and that's why I'm so passionate about sharing my experience and my knowledge here with you. So in order to really dive into this topic, we're going to go into a little bit of story time, and I can even tell you my client's name because she is one of my most vocal clients. She has told me you can share any part of my story in any way because I'm so excited to have had this result, to have had this experience, and I want other people to know what's possible for them. So if you've ever been on my website before, you already know that I'm talking about Sonia. She's on my website. She's done a podcast interview with me. She's been very open about her journey. And the thing that I think is really interesting about Sonia is we didn't just meet when she had this transformation and when she had this success. Sonia was what I like to call one of my OG clients. That means she used to come and work out with me back in the day when I was a personal trainer in a big box gym, when I stood there in uniform and counted reps. That's right. And because we had that history, there were a few things that I knew. One thing that I knew was that Sonia was not a slouch in the gym. I knew that if she was struggling to lose weight, it wasn't because she wasn't showing up in the gym. It wasn't because she wasn't working hard enough. It wasn't because she didn't have good form. As a matter of fact, Sonia, since I've known her, has always had impeccable form. As a matter of fact, I've often joked that she could be a personal trainer because she knows her way around the gym. Another thing that I knew is that if she wanted to create weight loss, we were going to have to spend way more time and energy in the department of her food. As a matter of fact, that leads me to my first reason why. Reason number one, why ditching her workouts helped her to lose 60 plus pounds and to keep it off. And the number one reason is because without the distraction of workouts, she was able to, and really almost forced to, pay way more attention to her food than she had paid attention to in the past. Like many of us, Sonia fell into a category of women who was not going through the drive-thru. She wasn't slamming milkshakes or chowing down on multiple orders of french fries. She was eating relatively healthy, or at least good enough that she could feel like, hey, I eat healthy and I work out, I should be getting results. The truth of the matter is for most of us in our 20s and our 30s, what is required in terms of how well we eat is dramatically different from what is required in our 40s. If we are hoping to manage our weight, if we need to lose weight, if we want to get sustainable results. And as a matter of fact, for many of us, the fact that we spend so much time in the gym, or that we put so much effort in the gym, or that we are, gym girls, the type that work out, we lift heavy, we do hard cardio, that badge of honor could simultaneously be the thing that's standing in our way. It could be the thing that's fooling us into believing that we should be getting results. I'm eating healthy enough, and look at all this that I'm doing in the gym. The truth of the matter is, though, that the older we get, the less it is about what we're doing in the gym. As a matter of fact, if we've been burning it off all these years with our efforts in the gym and only halfway paying attention to our eating, and that's worked in the past, you should consider yourself lucky, because that's not even the case for everyone. And for most of us, that will not work beyond 40. So by paring down the workouts, by saying, you know what, let's just give it a break. Let's give all the hardcore lifting and cardio and minutes and how many minutes are left. Let's give that a break and let's focus squarely on your nutrition. Not so that you can diet, but so that you can really see where it is that you have room to improve and where you may be missing the mark when it comes to eating for significant sustainable weight loss. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's not the same as just eating healthy or I eat okay. For many of us, that is not enough. That's not going to cut it in our 40s and beyond, but we still don't have to diet. The second reason why she got better results when she ditched her workouts was because she became more active overall. I know you may be thinking, wait a minute, Katita, you said that this was someone who was in the gym, she was putting in the work. What do you mean she became more active when she ditched her workouts? You've heard me say this before, and I'll say it again. You can be a regular gym goer and still be sedentary, still be leading a sedentary lifestyle. Many of us go to the gym. Back in the day, it used to be that anytime someone went to the gym, they spent an hour there, even though that does not mean they spent an hour exercising. Don't even get me started on that. But even more so now, many of us are aware of shorter, more effective workouts, so we may go to the gym and stay anywhere between 20 and 40 minutes. Even if we did that every single day, that's less than 7 hours a week. And there are 168 hours in the week. So if the rest of your time outside of the gym looks like what I'm doing now, sitting, talking, or what I do a lot of time the rest of my day, sitting, typing, then the truth of the matter is you're sedentary. You spend less than 10% of your time actually moving. And if you don't believe me, if you're watching this and you're going, there's no way I can go to the gym every day and still be sedentary, her math must be off. I dare you to wear a Fitbit for a day, or if you have an iPhone, to check the health app on your iPhone and see how much you are moving in a day. Many of my clients, when they start working with me, they discover that it's not uncommon for someone to discover that they move 1,500 to 2,500 steps per day. That's barely a mile a day. And that's legitimately just enough to go out of the door to the car, from the car into the office, and they find that the rest of the time they sit. When we took away the gym sessions, that it didn't force, but really we made an intention to just live an active lifestyle, to walk. We set a daily step count. And it was moderate at first, and over time it grew. But even still, we got her into a mode where she was living an active lifestyle. No, she was not going to the gym. She wasn't doing all the hardcore things that she used to do, but she was a lot more active than she had been in the past. And that was the exact right move for her in that season. And I will tell you exactly why in tip number 3. But before I get there, I've got more where this comes from, but I'm curious to know, have you ever, maybe even accidentally, missed your workouts for a period of time and found that you were getting results? Have you ever found that when you are not working out, you pay more attention to how you eat? Let me know in the comments. Join the conversation. I would like to know what you think and how you're feeling about this. All right, let's get to reason number 3, why ditching her workout led to major results for my client. The third and final reason is that I hinted at this in the second one, at the tail end of the second reason, but she was at a time in her life where she was under a tremendous amount of stress. She had stress from work. She had a number of different sources of stress. And as good as exercise is for the body, if you are undersleeping, if you're under a lot of emotional stress, if you're under a lot of mental stress, then piling hardcore exercise on top of that, especially if you're not able to dedicate equal or more time to recovery methods, actually backfires. It backfires when it comes to cravings, it backfires when it comes to hunger, and for many of us, it backfires when it comes to being able to lose weight. A lot of women will find that you pile on weight, especially in your midsection, when you're under a lot of stress. Ditching the workout while simultaneously focusing on being active outside of the gym, walking, getting outside in the sunlight, doubling down on making sure she was getting the right amount and a good night's rest was a way that we were able to take the stress off of her system. So when we combined all 3 of those together, paying more attention to the nutrition, just dialing things in when it came to portion, making sure she was getting enough of certain nutrients that she was kind of skimping on before, when we did that, when we coupled that with moving her body, no, she wasn't in the gym, but she was moving around all the time. And we were able to help her to lower the stress load on her body. The weight began to come off. And this was weight that she had tried unsuccessfully for decades. That's right, I said decades with an S, to get to come off and stay off. And we were able to make that happen over the span of a year. So if you've watched this video up until this point, I hope you really enjoyed it. Hope it gave you some insight. And I will just say this, yes, it's 5 years later. She did not have to ditch her workouts for forever. So if you are someone who really enjoys working out, but these tips resonated with you and you're sitting there thinking, you know what, Concita, that may be me, but I can't see myself like abandoning the gym forever. You don't have to. She did return to the gym. So that is an option for you as well. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell so that you are notified when I post more videos. Also, if you want to hear more of my thoughts on weight loss after 40 and how to successfully do it, especially if you want some behind the scenes into my life and how I make that happen, follow me over on Instagram. I'm there nearly daily, either on my feed or in my stories, sometimes both. If you want to hear more of my tips and more extended conversations of this type, head over to my podcast. It's called The Fierce Life. It's on I think Apple Podcasts now. It's not iTunes and Google and all the places where you can hear podcasts. And then finally, if you resonated with this message and you want help, you want not only knowledge, but support and accountability, someone who's been there, done that, and who's helped other people to guide you through your own journey to sustainable weight loss, then I invite you to check out my signature program. It's called Get It Off, Keep It Off. It's a one-on-one coaching program, very high touch and very step-by-step, helping you with a customized plan that will help you get the weight off and keep it off. Most importantly, in a way that honors your preferences and in a way that feels good to you. So that's all I have for this time, fierce friend. Until next time, stay fierce.